So I was watching this video yesterday, and I realized at about this point that this question, this statement of how to get rich in EVE Online 2022 never got answered. Yeah, so 15 minutes in and no answer to how to actually get rich. So hello, my name's Kaga. I fly with Critical Effect. We're a wormhole group. We get rich doing wormhole stuff. I'm challenging myself to get rich and show you guys how to get rich doing something else. My good friend Ashura has piqued my curiosity in Nullsec sites. See, he runs them to escalate them because the actual ISP per hour for running this site isn't that much. You'll see later we calculated out to be about 45 million ISP an hour for just running the sites. Where the money's at, what you're chasing, is when you get an escalation, is that when you complete the escalation, is that it drops a really good dead space drop. We get one, and we get a really good one. So stay tuned for that at the very end. When we finish our escalation, because we got a really nice drop that I ended up keeping because it was too good to get rid of. But yeah, all that's done by just doing these nullsec sites. Now we're going to focus on one particular type of site called a haven. I don't care what faction. It can be any haven, Angel Haven, Blood River Haven, any haven. But you just don't want the special havens. You don't want the, let's say, Angel Force, like Forklone Haven. If there's some other special word with the haven that isn't the pirate faction's actual name, you do not want that one. That one will give you a escalation that's either like level 7 or 8, and they're not as good as the 10s and 6s. The 10s are the best bang for your buck. The 6, a lot easier and still a good bang for your buck. So those are the two we're kind of looking for. We get those from the rally points is where we get the 6s, and the havens are where we get the 10s. And again, we don't want the special versions of the rally points or havens. We just want the plain pirate faction haven. So the second we land on grid, what we're going to do is start locking up some stuff. If we had an auto targeter, this would make our life so much simpler. We would just turn that on. We would launch our drones and then let them do their thing. They will automatically engage targets because the targets are engaging you. The auto targeter helps ensure that the hostiles on grid never lock your drones. Otherwise, you'll see how later on you'll see I run into issues with my drones a lot because they keep targeting my drones. If I had an auto targeter, I would not have had that issue. I'm going small to bigger. If I see a cruiser or a battle cruiser, I'll kill it before the battleship. If I see a frigate, I'll kill it before the battleship. The reason so is I just think they apply a little better, and why not just remove them? Aside from that, people actually go AFK at this point. For running havens, it is boring. This is it. Those dudes you see on grid, those are going to respawn, and respawn. And several waves are going to go by, about 15, 20, 30 minutes, and then you're just going to get one big wave, and it's the final wave. And when you finish that wave, you will either get the escalation, or you will not get the escalation. If you do not get the escalation, you just move on. You find another haven, and you do it again. According to Ashura, he believes that if you've done 10 havens and you still haven't gotten escalation, you are beyond unlucky. He claims that on average, he gets them, like the last couple times was on his second site, his fourth site. For my run tonight, I end up getting it on my second site. So this first site I'm actually run off of. The second site I am able to finish, and I do get the escalation, which is really nice. Alright, so as we're ratting here, I'm going to start going over the fit. There's two separate fits. There's the site fit, which you run the havens, and there's the escalation fit, which you run the 10 out of 10 dead site with. For the site fit, it's very forgiving. Apparently Vexers can run this. So just look, I am armor tanked, and I'm barely touching my armor, and that's because I'm sig tanking so well. And later I run against Serpentis, and it's literally I never get hit. I was full shield as an armor tank because I was sig tanking so well. Now, as you rat havens, the way you get paid is bounties. You don't actually pick up anything it drops. I drop an MTU. Do not drop an MTU. Don't even bother with this stuff. There will be a special named guy that might show up. They all have different names. For the angels was like Shadow Dude or something. I forget the names. Anyways, that special name guy is going to be about 5 million bounty. You see him, you kill him, you open up his inventory if he drops something, because he has a chance to drop faction modules, and those are really good. So that's his good money right there if he shows up, but that's random. None of them showed up for me, sadly, so. I'm trying to give some sustenance to these havens, but honestly, they are mind-boggling boring. It's the easiest, most dumb thing I've ever done. I think it's just as easy, if not safer because of local, than huffing gas.
Well, the same guy that just gave me the maze just found a fortress. That I cannot remember.
Yeah, I have a fortress here in the system, but they don't have a guaranteed spawn, look at that. Oh, there's an escalation called a fortress as well, isn't there?
The one for the fortress goes in the Garistas. It's you need a pretty good sized fleet. It's the one that drops the Cayman blueprint.
I don't know what that is.
You've got it's the dreadnought for the it's the faction dreadnought.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, I'm
the
talking
blueprint.
about
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, this one drops a blueprint that's in a box that makes it so big that you need a freighter to go pick it up. Kind of a problem.
I can't get over how easy the haven is.
Yeah.
So how many of these do you expect me to run before I get my first escalation? And
You would be extremely unlucky if you did 10 and not get one. The last 2 times I've gotten an escalation, I got it on the 3rd attempt and the 1st attempt.
And you just get it by just doing the site. I don't have to do anything special. I'm not rubbing
Nothing special.
Rock. Okay.
Nope.
Just watch for the spawns as well, Grant. Normally on the last wave it could spawn a Dread Garistas, which can drop faction loot.
Correct. It'll be a different named. So you're doing Angel, right?
Oh yeah, if you're doing Angel, it's... What's Angel? It's not Domination, not True Sanchez. Republic
let me look.
Fleet? No, that's Republic Fleet, so completely different.
Saint. They'll have the name Saint in them. Those ones you want to loot. They will have faction modules and high-grade implant blueprints.
I'm pissed. I seen a Saint on one of my sites and I didn't think it was warmed up.
Also, Grendel, I am sorry. Pull in your ogres and put out wasps.
Oh, why?
Because you'll do 10% more damage. I got the 2 resist mixed up. But you still do want to do explosives and use berserkers. I forgot what the secondary was. I thought it was thermal, but it's kinetic. Hard to remember all these. I should have looked, sorry.
How dare you not remember the stuff I don't even bother looking up.
I know, right? It's not so much that I don't remember it, it's the fact that I gave you an answer I was unsure of. That's where I fucked up.
Domination that you want to find, no? Is the commander name for the angels?
Pretty sure. Nope, it's Saint. Domination Saint. Yeah. Domination Saint is the one you want.
Domination at the start of the name.
Yeah.
I don't blame you if you want to skip ahead and go straight to the escalation, because these sites are boring. They're just copy paste. Same thing.
And if you see a dreadnought spawn at the very end, just leave your drones. Just get the fuck out as fast as you can. If it locks you, it'll one-shot you. But it's like a 0.5% chance of spawning. I've been out here running sites for a couple months now, and I've only seen one and heard of one other one happening. And
yeah, I was on sites when I worked in Agila. He was just sitting there. It's like, I'll turn around.
Oh shit, someone left it there.
Yeah, it's like, bye.
If you're a part of the Null block, you can call it out, and then you get the loot.
Yep.
Which is kind of nice.
Need like carriers to kill it, right?
Yeah, that's right. Dreadnoughts are carriers. You need capitals to go kill it. Nowadays, honestly, you could probably use Marauders with enough Marauders, because you need to get through the DPS check. Marauders have been replacing a lot of things now because people find more and more uses for them.
Alright, so while I'm running this site, all I'm really looking out for is local. In Nullsec, it's so much easier than wormhole space. You just look at local. When you see someone come in, start acting. For me, in my situation, my goal would be to align to our home wormhole, and then get the fuck out. I would just leave.
If you use like a high DPS, so you can get like 40 million ticks quite easily.
Oh yeah.
If you're running the Haven side.
You can get like 60s. You can clear out an entire site if you use a super, like a mothership. Get a Nix in there. There you go, Grendel. Goals.
Alright, so when trying to evaluate a base is per hour that this activity is generating, just looking at the grinding aspect of it, because in order to get escalations, you have to grind the havens. What are the havens making you while you're grinding them? At a base bounty value, about 15 million is per tick. I bet you can do better. This is my first site. You could probably get that up 20 million is per tick with an Ishtar. Easy peasy. That's 60 million ISK an hour. With the data I collected, I estimated at 45 million ISK an hour. Just running the haven.
That's +1
Now
grand.
remember, that really nice souped up guy can show up and drop some faction loot. So he might give you an extra 20 million ISK here if he drops like a faction. Other than that, there's not really much you make from doing the actual haven sites. You do get a good standings increase, so if you're like me and you want to start flying more Concord ships,
I think the best part would be
Saber,
if they saw-
Saber. Grendel.
Maybe that is
I'm
computers.
going home.
His drones will fucking nuke a Saber.
Panic.
What comes next that might be an issue? Honestly,
Yeah,
they see you out there, a wormholer ratting. Personally, I would just be like, that's bait.
A bit more people arriving here this sooner. Stiletto.
Fuck that, I'm going all the way home. Fuck you.
I'm cloaked anyway, I'm in Legions, I'm fine.
So on my quest to get 10 out of 10 escalation sites, I got sadly interrupted and whatever, came back, swapped ships out, got my ult out, kind of checking out here. Here my ult finds a Heron, and there's 2 other people scanning, which is a little annoying.
Large shield booster, not bad.
And yeah, I was a little worried.
Something.
Because there's a
Like
lot of
30.
them over there that they were going to scan the hole, check the hole out, and kind of ruin my nullsec activities for the day. But they never did. All I ended up doing was just going to the next wormhole over, which was another nullsec, which I never got interrupted at, and I was able to get my escalation over there. So with a small PvP break, it's time to get back at it. I need to make the money. I'm jealous of Ashura. I want to be making some billions. I want to get my first Dead Space module. Let's get out there. Sadly, I gotta restart a new site entirely. So right click that station, orbit 30 kilometers, let your drones do your thing. Sit back and relax. Find a YouTube video. All you're looking at this point is just local. Is something there? Yes or no? Bloody let it happen. So, enjoy. Damn, the Serpentis are just so stupid easy.
Yep.
Yeah, compared to wormhole rats.
Compared to the angels, dude. Like, I still haven't even gotten hit.
Probably one of the easier ones, and their E-War is tracking disruptors, so it doesn't affect you at all.
So if you see how easy the site is, you can get a Vexer out here and just do this with a Vexer and then sell your escalations to your courtmates. That's a great way to make money too.
But you're looking for something with the name Shadow on it. That's the only thing worth moving.
Alright, if I don't include this, I feel like I'm gonna mislead people. Like, come on, this is mind-boggling boring stuff. I got 2 more minutes of this 10 times footage before we finish this one site. And if we finish this one site, that's a small chance, 1 in 5 that it might actually escalate. Like, come on, I got lucky that my second site, this one, escalated. Jeez, if I had to do a third one, I think I would have lost my bloody mind. But while we're doing this, what can we talk about? Look at that battleship go. Boop. Oh, look, more battleships. Endless. Jesus fucking Christ. And it's like nothing, too. These battleships are worth 1 million. That's it. So yeah, they're the bread and butter of the havens here. They're pretty boring, repetitive. But sooner or later, you're going to get to the final wave. And the final wave is a little more interesting. It's more like a big old jump. It's going to come up in about 10 seconds here. I'm going to speed up a little more for you guys. I'm telling you, these sites take a while. And the final wave is going to look like this. Whoa, what the fuck is this? Mega wave spawn?
The wave? Yeah, it's no big deal.
I wasn't ready for that.
You're an armor tank. You're so fine. You're so good.
Wave. Once this final wave's done, actually I got when there's 2 battleships left, you finally get your escalation notification, if you get it. Remember, it's not guaranteed it's gonna happen. So if nothing happens and the site just kinda dies, you didn't get it. And I'm sorry. Gotta do it at the end.
Eventually I'll switch out from doing this to doing it in a carrier instead. Just gotta skill up this tune more for that.
What's the carrier perk? Does it go by like 90,000 times faster?
About 3 times faster.
And that's worth it? For a carrier?
Well, the nice thing about the carrier is you also get to use it. You get it through it 3 times faster, which means you get three times the amount of escalations. And not only that, but then you have a carrier for fleets. Most people just use Ishtars. Probably going to use a Vargur eventually. I'm skilling up for a Vargur after my next.
Give me some alert about some safeguard thing.
Which?
I don't know. It said some safeguard thing, and then my. Oh, I got an escalation.
Oh, you got an escalation? Hell yeah, buddy.
So that's what it looked like. I clicked through it. I didn't even fucking. I'm like, get the fuck out of my screen.
Congratulations, you got it.
Alright, it's only level 5 though. Is that bad? Or
No, that's really good. So the specific one is you got the Serpentis Fleet Shipyard. So I will link you the info you need. So that's a 10 out of 10. That's the best you can get. That's the one you were looking for. And there is a guide on what you're going to face when you get in there. The one thing to note on that one, there's actually an Overseer battleship in the Alpha Hangar wing. So that's something you're going to want to loot. You should be able to do it in the Ishtar.
the one you gave me, or the one I'm currently flying?
Actually, the other one that I gave you, like the second one. Don't use the ratting ship. Ratting ship, go boom.
Okay, and then nothing here was named Shadow, so nothing here is worth looting, right?
Looting, correct. So two options here. One, you could look through YouTube to see if there's an instructional of the Serpentis Fleet Shipyard, or you could just YOLO it. You'll want to resist kinetic and thermal the exact same amount, so it should be an identical fit. There just might be some other things because it's not the maze, right? So you go into room 1. Doesn't look like there's an acceleration gate. Nothing scrams you, but there is an Overseer battleship in there, Serpentis Shipyard Defender. You're going to want to kill that and loot it because it can drop faction modules.
So you swear I don't need the smart bombs? Because I can't even turn them on
This
right
guy
now.
does not have smart bombs.
Okay. I will drag some drone link augmenters though. Do I need those actually? 82 kilometers?
You've already got 82 kilometers? I do not think so. It looks like on this video, the farthest thing away was about 55. trying to figure out what the path is for you. Hell yeah. Like 20 extra DPS right there.
Fuck yeah, dude. Alright, I'm going to explain as fast as I can what happens. I head back to the wormhole, go through a wormhole, go through the other side, and then start the 8-jump nullsec journey to my escalation. Sadly, my escalation was 8 jumps away from where I got the escalation at. Now, apparently that's rare. It's supposed to be more like 4 or 5 jumps away, but I got 8 jumps away. So my Tengu took lead. He was cloaked up and kind of watched ahead. You'll see in local right there, there was a shit ton of people, which scared the fuck out of me, but I didn't see them, so I just went ahead anyways. So the Tengu is scouting for me. My Ishtar's following. The Ishtar is 800, or I think I bought it for 950 million IS, so I'm really trying to keep it safe here. Once I get to the target system, thankfully it is dead empty, and no one messes with me. At the very end, when I'm trying to finish the site, someone comes in local, and he asks me, he tries to find me, he thinks I'm running a haven or something, and he tries to find me with a Lashak, but then he asks me, he's like, hey, are you running an escalation? I'm like, yeah. Like, alright, good luck, man. And he leaves me alone. But yeah, so here it is, welcome to the escalation. Okay, I'm fucking out here.
Nice.
Should I wait a bit, just cloak up, chill?
You can, yeah. See if anyone follows you. I doubt they will. They're just happy you're not in the system they were in anymore. Then to get to the site, you want to open up your agency. Go to the escalation down in the bottom corner, yeah.
And I'm ready just like this, no implants?
Yeah, you don't need implants. And if you give the mobs a second to target you before you put out your drones, they won't aggro your drones.
Okay, so first room, I'm gonna land and go for towers, then little shits.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Then take the, what do you call it?
Center gate.
Center gates. And so long that I am not, what do you call it, scrammed.
You should be able to take those gates, yeah. I'm not sure, you might have to kill everything. You'll know pretty quick, because it'll tell you that it's getting jammed.
And do I need a really sig tank hard, or
I don't think you need to sig tank hard. I'd keep moving, but I wouldn't worry about transversal in which direction you're moving. Just keep the shit moving and fuck things up. I would aim for the gate. So just aim for the gate. Turn on mods. Launch drones and fuck things up.
Alright, so this first room took me 13 minutes to complete. That's, in my opinion, a really long time. I was struggling because I thought we were under the impression that we didn't have to clear the whole wave, so I kept trying to jump the gate after like clearing the battle cruisers, then clearing everything else. I kept trying and trying, so I was recalling my drones. Yeah, that's only Grusta sites apparently. On Angel sites, you have to clear everything to get to the next room. Some people leave the stasis webifier so that if someone follows you in, they get webbed. Because I don't have a prop mod, I did not do that.
Loving the descanning.
You never know, man. New tech comes out.
I'm gonna assume the next pocket's gonna be the same, where you're gonna have to kill everything. There's the straight ahead gate you'll want to go to. Wait till things are attacking you, so you don't have to worry about the drones as much.
So just like the first room, second room is going to blow through everything. I try to get the stuff closest to me, but what we try doing here, which is why we're targeting random things and recalling, doing a lot of stuff with the drones, is we're trying to get everything to shoot me and not the drone.
What I'll do is I'll make a new group called Hurt, and I put that Wasp 2 into Hurt. That way it won't get auto-launched. Now when you auto-launch, that guy won't be a part of it. After you kill that guy, bring in your drones. I'm going to teach you a trick that's going to stop you from losing your mind. So call your drones in, and target one of the guys that isn't targeting you right now. Once you've got it targeted, launch your drones, and attack one of them. One of those new ones. not the one you already had. The second it deals damage, pull that drone back in. All those fuckers are going to get real mad at you for doing that. It's actually why I have a civilian Gatling gun on my ship, my Ishtar. It's to shoot them to get aggro before I put my drones out. Now you can pull your drones back in, and you're going to see those guys that weren't targeting you. Once the drones are in, they're all going to target you. There you go. They're starting to target you. And now you can put your drones out without worrying. Pirate AI is not as good as Sleeper AI. They be dumb pirates. So yeah, that major is going to be the only thing worth it in here. So you're just going to have to rip through everything and then take the gate. And then I believe through that gate is the end boss. And in the video in the next room, he kills everything before trying to kill the structure. I don't know if that's necessary or not, but it might be. He focuses on the destroyers that he warps into that are on top of him first. Local of 1. A Ratcher. What you can do is you can pull your drones in if you want to, align to a Celestial, warp to 100, and then once you land you can hook up. I would just keep descanning and see if he even gets close to you. He might just be traveling through, and it won't be worth your time. As long as you're aligned towards something to quickly warp out and warp up, you're fine.
So should I exit or just chill for a bit?
Nope, just chill. Wait till you see him on descan. He won't be able to cloaky warp in on you, so you're gonna see him coming. He's in a Velator. You're fine. And remember, if you want to click less, you can just do nothing at this point. The drones will take care of you.
I just can't, dude. It's just so boring.
It is, isn't it?
It is a very boring thing. So I don't know, I'm just trying to optimize them because they go far sometimes. I'm just trying to keep them close. So as I'm finishing up the second room, I'm going to take that metal acceleration gate once I'm done killing everybody, and that's going to take me to the final room.
I'm pretty happy I'm in Garista space, to be honest. Now the next one, theoretically, after you kill the guys that are webbing you, you should be able to just go for the stronghold. I don't know why this guy didn't, but it's up to you. If you want to do it the way the video guy did, or the way I do Garistas usually. Never done a Serpentis one
I'll
before.
kill the stasis, I'll see what the tank's like.
Okay.
Kill a couple of the small things at least.
Yeah, those guys right there.
Alright, let me freeze frame here for a second and actually explain how to do this site. This final wave, we were following some dude kind of to figure it out. He cleared every single rat on grid and then hit the structure. Fuck that, don't do that. What I did is I cleared every single rat on grid just about except for 2 because I was struggling to figure out how to kill the structure, and I was wondering maybe the remote repping it or something. No, there's a secret to these sites. So if you're following for this site here, this Serpentis Fleet Shipyard, by all means, listen to what I'm telling you now. Kill what you land on, orbit the thing at 53 kilometers, and just shoot the structure. Preferably with its hull, which is going to be Berserkers. I had Wasps, was my next best option. But then you're going to want to switch to Ogres, because when you're above 50 kilometers from the station doesn't rep its armor. But when you're within 50 kilometers, it does rep its armor. So it's this stupid mechanic that unless you just know it or read the instructions all the way, you just would never figure it out. So I was trying to come up with so many ways to I just couldn't beat the tank. And I'm like, why? What's wrong? What's not working? And it was just some little fine print that I needed to follow. So orbit that structure at 53 kilometers or 52 kilometers. You just have to be at least 52 kilometers, and it will no longer rep its armor. It will rep its shields, so you have to beat its shields, effective hit points per second. But the armor will then no longer rep. at which point you can finally beat it over about 5-6 minutes. But yeah, all you need to do, because you will see here, I'm taking the full site right now. Well, not the full site, but just a lot of the site. And my tank's fine. So just kill what's around you, and I highly recommend please have an auto-targeter. See all that stuff that's not locking me up? If I had an auto-targeter, it would lock me up, and therefore my drones would be safer. I wouldn't have to do as much drone management on this wave.
The site needs an auto-targeter on your ship. It would be so much easier because it gives a E-war effect on everything within 50 kilometers, and they would auto-target you from that alone. Looks like there's only 2 battle cruisers that aren't on you, and then 2 cruise missiles.
Cruise missiles?
3. Yeah, cruise missile batteries.
Oh.
And 1 Grand Admiral as well. It's not on you.
Alright, so I have no actual real game plan here, just kind of clearing up what's around me, and then I'm going to make my move for the station. Watch this station's health. I am literally unable to damage it.
I think the only thing webbing you now is the structure. Serpentis Fleet Stronghold.
It's the only thing
webbing
that
you.
was ever webbing me.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Why the hell did he kill everything? Maybe he just didn't know. That was a fool that was watching him. Wow. That's not taking long.
Oh, those reps.
Oh, wow. Break those reps.
Alright, I think I'm gonna kill various things actually, and reattempt in a second.
You think they might be healing it?
Possibly. I don't know, but I'm not breaking it, so.
It looked like it was getting close. It'll be a lot easier when you can just put your drones on it and leave them.
Alright, so I said it earlier, this is not the correct way to do this site. I should be orbiting at 52 plus kilometers. I end up doing it later. Just watch me be a dummy.
M&D scan. See if he's coming in at you.
Ishtar.
Okay.
Opti scan.
Should be good. At this point, honestly, I would just hit the stronghold. Like after that missile battery, just focus everything on the stronghold. Because if you get the stronghold, all you have to do is mark the can that it drops, warp out, he can never get it.
So if you guessed that my solution for fixing this DPS issue was to take my Tengu that was acting as my eyes elsewhere, bring it in, and hope that that extra DPS would just throw it over, well, yeah, that's what I ended up trying. And it didn't work. The Tengu was fine, it just still wasn't enough DPS. So the only way you can actually do this site is with going over 52 kilometers so that the local armor repairer doesn't repair the station, rather than you're only dealing with the local shield of the station. I imagine you can probably beat it brute force with a fleet or marauder, but not just an Ishtar.
Oh, dude. Oh, fuck me. You're not gonna be super happy with this. You need to orbit at 52 kilometers and get your other ship out of there. Apparently, if all player ships are greater than 50 kilometers away from the stronghold, it will not repair its armor damage. It will still repair its shields every few seconds, but it can be killed much more easily.
No, Gren, get your ass in
damn it.
there. I'm 5 jumps out. We can bash that bitch.
Best case scenario, you get a Lashak kill out of this too. Oh, check it out, the Velator's back.
He's made me, boys.
Huh?
Oh no.
I've been made.
It's been made.
He's like, you doing an escalation?
Yeah. Just say yeah, that's that cool. That cool. There you go. Oh cool, he's gonna leave you alone. Cargo container? That won't be it, will it? No.
So they're watching reincarnated as a slime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised. I thought Mindy didn't like anime.
No, she does.
Did you loot, Randall?
Look time.
Okay.
Oh, you ran into Vexer?
Ishtar.
Oh, okay. I'm used to I ran my fucking rattlesnakes.
So yeah, loot all the things. Oh, and you can recall your drones too. You haven't lost them. You can reconnect. Oh shit! Yes.
4x.
Nice.
So that's like 800 and a bit million.
Yep.
Worth it. That's almost the ship paid for,
Recall your drone.
which I think it is. Didn't even lose your drones.
I am not traveling
one.
back that chain with that shit after they know I did this.
Oh, you shouldn't. I guarantee they're waiting for you.
You should hand it over to the Tengu
That's actually a really good fucking idea.
and then come back with the Ishtar. So far, the chain's been.
Well, just filament out, right?
The Ishtar
Or-
is 800 mils, so no, I'm gonna filament with the Ishtar from here.
Where do you end up filamenting to with that filament?
Poshven?
So you think this is safer?
I can cloak. And
He's got
then
a
I
cloak.
got the.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Wait, are we like connected to this nullsec or something?
Yes, we are.
How'd you?
Uh,
Rekavac on the gate.
Not gonna be able to use it.
A lot,
without-
nothing.
Oh, yeah, okay. Boom, 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 boom.
Are you safe? Good job, buddy.
That was fucking clutch. Clutch money right there.
Yep. Yeah, it was a really good site. I'm glad it had a good payout, because if it was just the Overseer's package, ouch.
I told you something good was cooking because we took our time. Put love and
You're right.
passion into it.
You're right. You did. You cooked that crack right.
With my bounty safely in my cargo hold in Poshven, I luckily had Bob on my side and got a 5 from Jita when I filamented back into HiSec. So it was an easy way to secure this loot out. I was very much worried that the hostiles in that chain, when I had to jump the 8 jumps in Nullsec, knew that I'd be coming back the direction I'd get ganked, so I didn't want to bring the Ishtar through there. Using Poshven as a jump point to get back to HiSec from Nullsec is honestly the easiest thing to do. So if you've never done that before, let me know. I can explain it to you. It takes 15 minutes and then you end up randomly somewhere in HiSec. And there is ways to strategically place yourself. I didn't do that, but I did randomly get a Jita, so that was very nice.
Good son. All right. Cool.
So
I
get
got
fucked,
2
stay
days, that's
fucked.
it.
Get on my level.
That would
All right,
explain
now-
why Hub got shut down for mining.
Now, here's the question. Are you burning leave to do that?
Yes.
Fuck that.
Yeah. So it's
Just tell
either
your
I
boss,
do
like-
it.
Just tell your boss, like, there's a baby on the way. I'm gonna wait at home with my wife.
Alright, to quickly tally everything up, we got the Overseer's little box worth 133 million ISK. That's a great payout guaranteed from every escalation. Then we randomly got a core X type, which was worth 600 million ISK if I sold it on the market. Probably have to wait like a day or two. If I wanted to, I could also instantly sell that and make 500 and what was that, like 30 million ISK off that. So together with those, I'm gonna go with a larger price because I know it will sell at that price. So 600 plus 133 is 730 million plus 35 million in bounties I got from that escalation. That brings that escalation up to a total of about 760 million ISK. Plus the 40 or so odd million ISK I got while running the 2 havens, and I also ran a single rally point. But the site money from those bounties isn't really that much, and I didn't get any special guys that gave me any faction stuff, so no special drops there. In all, about 2 hours of work, almost 800 million ISK worth of stuff. I want to say about 400 million ISK an hour. Definitely worth my time. Definitely something interesting that I hope to do more of. I hope to get good at this. I see many places for myself to improve and make more money doing this. And being a wormholer, I can just jump into any space and do this, and it's super cool. So that's how you can make a billion ISK. But Grendel, that's not a billion ISK. Do it again, and you'll get a billion ISK. That's how you do it, guys. A little bit of repetition and a couple things. There you go. Check out my other videos. We got the C5 videos. That's 500 million ISK an hour. That's 2 hours of ratting, and you're at a billion ISK. C5 ratting is golden, so go check that out. Easier stuff, we got Praxis Fits. Meta Praxis Fits that run C3s and make 180 million ISK an hour. It is great ways to make money. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm signing off. You all fly safe.